Hello, friends. This is Mrs.Z. Okay, we're talking about lesson 11 word problem, and it's a grade 5, mission 6, lesson 11. It's a student edition word problem. Okay, we're going to use strategy, read, and draw, and write. First thing, we're going to read the question. Michelle has 3 kilograms of strawberries that she divided in equally into small bags with 1/5 kilogram each bag. So when you think Michelle has 3 kilogram that we needed, you know the total, how much she has total. Okay, of strawberry that she divided. So she's sharing this. So she dividing equally into small bags with 1/5 kilogram in each. We know that this how much size of a group will be. So it's once again a multiplicative problem which will give us the story. So and we don't know how many bags, how many groups we can make out of 3 kilograms if we have each bag being size of 1/5 of a kilogram. So if you look like, you know how this is number of a group that we don't know, or bags, we don't know, B for bags, times 1/5 kilogram must equal 3 kilograms. So how many groups that are 1/5 of a kilogram will be the same as 3 kilogram? This is called semantic equation, and from there we can say, okay, we need to have 3 kilograms divided into groups of 1/5 in order to get how many groups we have, how many bags we have. So 3 divided by 1/5 equals B. That's our calculation or equation. So now we can also draw a picture of it. So let's think about if this, the whole tape diagram represents all 3 kilograms. Okay, so you can see this. So this is the whole 3 kilograms. Now we know that each of these will get 1/5 will be one bag. So 1/5 of kilogram will be one bag, and then another 1/5 of a kilogram, another bag. So thinking about this is one bag, and then this is also one bag plus one more bag plus how many more bags we don't know are in. So the unknown is how many bags she can make out of 3 kilograms. How many bags is our question mark? So there is you can think about changing 3 wholes into fifths and dividing this into groups of fifths. That would be the simplest thing to think. If you just think that if this is 1 whole kilogram, let's see, this is 1 whole kilogram. I'm gonna open rectangle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, 1/5. So if this represents 1 kilogram, she can make 5 bags from 1 kilogram. But she has 3, so automatically you can think that 3 times 5 will give you the how many bags? That's 15 bags. So if you think this, I can also see that you can think 5/5 plus 5/5 plus 5/5 will make 15/5 divided into 1/5 will give you into groups of 1/5. If you have 15/5 divided into 1/5, you will have an answer that is 15 bags. Okay, that's one way of seeing it. Another way it could be that you divide and you use a standard algorithm, but that's more for the 6th grade. So we will skip that. It's better if you logically think how we can do that when we are thinking about fractions. 3 wholes changing to pieces. Each 1/5 will represent a 1 bag. She'll put in each bag 1/5 of a strawberry, so she'll make 15 bags. So now we need to write answer. She or Michelle, she made 15 bags of strawberries. She made 15 bags of strawberries. I'm gonna make a smaller so you can see it. Right, okay, I think this is good, like this. So let's rethink this. So it was multiplicative problem that we did not know how many groups are unknown. The size of a group was 1/5. She wanted to put 1/5 kilogram off. And then the total it was known 3 kilograms. So if we think about this as a type down, that represents 3 kilograms. She will divide. This call also measure off. She's gonna measure off 1/5 of kilogram for 1 bag, and again 1/5 of a kilogram, and again and again and again, till she get that how many groups of 1/5 she can make, or how many bags she can create. Another way is to think if this is 3 kilograms, you're going to divide that into groups of 1/5 of a kilogram. You can measure, and then you will have 15 portions. You're going to divide these 15 portions into groups of 1/5 portion. So then you will create 15 portions of 1/5 kilogram. Okay, she made 15 bags of strawberries. Okay. Next is going to be problem B, connected to the one previous one. And so let's read it. So now Michelle gave a bag to her friend Sarah. Sarah ate half of the strawberries. How many grams of strawberries does Sarah have left? So thinking that Michelle took 1 bag and gave to Sarah, and Sarah ate half of it. She ate half of it. When you think about the fractions, we can represent like if this is just that bag. Okay, so this is 1/5 of a kilogram. 1/5 kilogram is one bag. And then Sarah ate half of it. So it's not half of a kilogram, it's a half of this 1/5 of a kilogram. So this is half of the 1/5 of a kilogram. So 1/5 of 1/2 of 1/5, that is she ate. And then this is left. Also, she has left. Let's have a pink because strawberries. So if this is, that is still there. She has 1/2 of 1/5. 1/2 of 1/5. Okay. So what is 1/2 1/5? We can think about this. How many grams of strawberry does Sarah have left? So now another question is, they are talking about kilograms, half a kilogram, but then how many grams is the in question. So we need to know that 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. Okay, 1,000 grams. So if we want to know what would be 1/5 of the 1,000, we need to divide 1,000 by 5. So what is 1/5 of 1,000? 1/5 of 1,000 would be 1,000 divided by 5, which is 200. Okay, so one approach is this, that is the 1/5 represents 200 grams. So she ate 100 and then there is 100 left. So one way of seeing it. Another also way could be if you think that this is let's see if that in the fractional part, like if I imagine that I'm gonna have an open rectangle, okay, and these were Michelle's strawberries, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to open. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, 1/5 equals 1 kilogram or 1,000 grams. Okay. Now, she only gave to her friend one bag, which is this one. 1/5 is one bag. One bag. But her friend also ate just half of it. So let's pretend that this is a half. So she ate just this much. And this is left, still left. So what is that part? So now when you think about whole, this is 1/5 of this whole. But right now, this part is not anymore 1/5. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a 1/10 of the whole kilogram. So thinking of now, what would be 1/10 of kilogram, and that is 1,000 divided by 10. So if we look this, 1,000 divided by 10 equals 100, because 100 times 10 is 1,000. So once again, we know that she ate 100 grams and she have left 100 grams. So now we need to answer in a sentence, how many grams of strawberries does Sarah have left? Sarah has 100 grams of strawberries left. And she ate 100 grams. Okay, I can say that. And she ate 100 grams. 100 grams. Okay, and that is lesson 11, word problem, part B. I hope it makes sense to you. And that was part B, and then this was part A. Oh, that word part. Hey, it was Mrs. Z. I hope you like it and you understand it. I really hope so. Okay, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.